So if you're watching this video, you're probably looking to remodel a room in your home or possibly your whole home. So we're gonna break that down into 3 easy steps. So there are 3 areas that we wanna hit. We're gonna go to area, budget, and design. They're all 3 equally important to keep your renovation running smoothly. So let's start with area. Which area are you wanting to remodel? Are we picking the kitchen? Are we just repainting the whole house? Are we putting new flooring in? Are we doing the bathroom? Are we doing the bedroom? Are we doing a master bedroom, bathroom, closet combination? Or are we just doing a bathroom? So clearly the first step is gonna be you picking the area that you want to renovate. And that is very important to pick the area because obviously some areas aren't going to cost as much as other areas. So let's just take the kitchen, and that's gonna take a lot more factors. There's gonna be a lot more steps. There's gonna be a lot more things involved in just doing a full renovation. To a kitchen, are we renovating or are we just updating it? Which the kitchen is gonna cost quite a bit more than just renovating a bathroom, because the bathroom does definitely have far less going on. So after we've got that fundamental down, let's move on to your budget. And that's where we're gonna go over scope of work, which includes your materials, your labor, and what your budget actually is. So let's say that your budget is only $20,000 and you're wanting to update your kitchen. Well, you're gonna get a lot less out of $20,000 in your kitchen than you would out of your bathroom. You'd get a much bigger return out of you taking that $20,000 and renovating your bathroom opposed to updating your kitchen with $20,000. So you don't really have to worry about the scope of work so much if you're working with a designer. That is something that we closely work with when we choose a contractor. And so we'll handle that whole side within your budget. So it's very important that you're very clear on what your budget is with your interior designer. And if you're not using a designer, it's very important that you stay on target with your budget and be true to yourself, because otherwise you may end up way over budget and upset with the process. So when you're clearly budgeting, it's fine to go ahead and buy products, but just make sure that when you're buying products that you didn't have allocated, let's say $5,000 to labor, but then you bought backsplash tile that superseded the budget that you had laid out for your backsplash. Well, then you're taking it from where you had it budgeted over here, and then so either A, you're gonna be over budget or you're skimping on something else. That's why it is super, super important to stay true to yourself and stay on budget. So another thing to consider is that timeline that it's gonna take for your renovation. Generally speaking, a kitchen is gonna take longer than a bathroom. I would say generally a kitchen remodel is gonna take about 3 to 4 weeks, and a bathroom's gonna take about 2. The timeline for a remodel of a kitchen, you may want to take this into consideration because your kitchen may not be usable. So you may have to go out to eat a little bit more. You may have to prep a little bit more for food that you can just easily throw in a microwave because you are going to be without a kitchen. So once you have that budget and you've discussed it with your interior designer or yourself, then you move on to the design. So now that we're at design, this is the fun part for you and me. So this is where we start picking out your design. So let's just say that we're working on your kitchen and you pick a, mid-century design because it's kind of what I prefer. So that's when we start thinking about the style of cabinets, the style of flooring, the countertops, the backsplash, and all the little hardware that goes with it. So if you have a higher end budget, we can work on all of those things. But let's say that you don't. So if you do have a lower end budget, you're gonna have to start picking and choosing which one's of more importance, whether it's the cabinets, whether it's the flooring, whether it's, we just update your countertops and your backsplash. So let's say that you really want a chef kitchen because you enjoy cooking or you are a chef. The appliances are gonna be something that you're gonna wanna focus on as opposed to us concentrating on the floors. That's why it's important to form that budget. That way you can allocate the money to the things that are the most important, instead of taking away parts of the project and placing it somewhere else that doesn't hold the same value to you. So depending on what your budget is and what your level of importance is, let's go back to the kitchen. Let's say that you want the clean line on the cabinets, but you really don't care about your appliances. Those cabinets are gonna cost a little bit more to get that clean line, recessed cabinet, opposed to you do care about your appliances and you want the high-end appliances to cook with, then we're going to have to scale down the cabinets a little bit. So that's why when you work with a designer, you go ahead and give them an idea of what you're looking for. We'll go ahead and try to find that design for you within your budget. But if you have a higher end budget, you can pretty much get whatever you want. And if you are doing it yourself, you're gonna have to take a little more time to figure out what materials you want, what products you wanna work with, such as your cabinets, your flooring, your countertops. Just make sure that you're true to yourself and you're staying on budget. So once the design is picked and the budget is discussed and we're all in alignment together, then we can go ahead and start purchasing the products, and we start working on your next renovation. And then you just get to enjoy the end results. So assuming that you stayed on budget, either with the designer or you were true to yourself and you didn't go over budget, maybe even saved a little bit of money. And that's the basic bones of budgeting for your project. So if you're looking to renovate a home and you're looking for an interior designer to keep you on budget and achieve the look that you're wanting, go ahead and message me on Instagram. And if you're watching YouTube, please subscribe.